Hello, welcome back to my vlog channel on discipline. Marahil ay you know already the three kinds of discipline that we have studied on the past videos. This is about personal discipline, organizational discipline, and spiritual discipline. Also, we have tackled the four parameters of this discipline, which are self-control, obedience, orderliness, and reward and punishment. Now, I'm here for today to present to you the application of this details of discipline in the problems of our organizations, in the problems of our society. I have chosen about 6 major problems, no, na kailangan lang kung magkakaroon lang tayo ng isang disiplina, kultura ng disiplina sa ating bansa, masosolve ito. Subalit sa ngayon, hindi ko makikita masosolve ito ng kahit sino. That's why I'm trying to share it to you purposely para ma-realize natin na sa pamamagitan lang ng knowledge and power of God's discipline, we will be able to solve all our problems in our present times here in the Philippines. Una dito sa anim na major problem is yung tinatawag ng poverty, kahirapan. So ito, hindi naman ito lumiliit eh. Lumalaki na lumalaki itong problema nito. No? Kahirapan. At habang dumadami ang ating population, no? Talagang hihirap lalo ang ekonomiya ng bansa. Lalo kung hindi ito magiging productive ang ating mga tao. Ngayon, hindi ko na ho titingnan, ipapakita sa inyo yung detalye ng how the poverty level in the Philippines is at present. But I'm very sure, no, pag tinignan niyo yung aspect ng debt natin, no, yung utang natin, hindi siya nilito malakasan ng etc. So, I just want to discuss to you how can we solve this problem of poverty in our country. In the scripture, sa Proverbs 13:18, sinasabi ng Lord dito, whoever disregards discipline comes to poverty and shame. So, even the Lord is telling us that without discipline, without His discipline in us, we expect poverty. Hindi nga lang poverty, pati shame. So this poverty problem in our country is both a problem of personal discipline on the part of us Filipinos. No? Yung personal discipline natin, may problema tayo dyan, kaya hindi natin maging productive on the personal level. Organizational discipline, meron din tayong problema. The organization is not functioning, specifically yung governance natin, to address, to help the people para maka-elevate doon sa poverty. In which case, yung opportunity for jobs, etc. are limited. Productivity is affected. Specifically, isa pa rin yung spiritual discipline ng tao. No? Sinasabi naman sa Proverbs 13:18 na kung wala tayong disiplina, ito is also ito poverty. So, kung may babalik lang natin, magkakaroon tayo ng personal discipline, organizational discipline, tsaka spiritual discipline, masusolve natin itong poverty na to. Kasi magiging productive tayo. Magkakaroon tayo ng pagkakaisa, magkakaroon ng pagmamahalan ng mga Pilipino. Kaya lang, hindi tayo magkakaroon itong mga disiplina to kasi hindi nga natin alam. That's the very reason why I am trying to bring these matters to the public, okay, and for which I have written it also on my book, so that if you wish to get copies of this book, then you can just inform us about this. Now, another major problem ng ating bansa ngayon, hindi lang yung poverty, kundi yung educational system natin. Yung level of education ng ating mga estudyante ay talagang compared with other Asian countries lately, may lumabas na studies na napakababa ng ating level of educational system ng bansa natin compared with other countries. In fact, even the President advised the DepEd to do something in this. Now, sabi ko nga, yung education natin, bakit ganyan na mababa? Kasi sabi ko nga, Hindi yan dahil lang sa hindi magaling ng teacher. Hindi yan. Basically, yung problem ng education natin is dependent on the discipline of the student. Okay? Yung mga estudyante natin ngayon, puro halos wala ng puro nasa cellphone, etc. etc. Ang ating mga teachers din man, hindi rin alam kung paano mag-i-impose ng discipline sa mga estudyante kasi they don't know. That's why itong libro natin na Discipline for Everyday Living tsaka in the Best Way of Discipline, I wish it could just be a book in our educational system for the students and teachers to utilize. Kasi wala talaga silang know-how. Sabi ko nga, education minus discipline is equal to 0. So, ang purpose natin kung bakit tayo pumapasok sa eskwela, hindi lang to acquire knowledge. Most importantly is to acquire character. And character cannot be attained without discipline. No? Saan tayo kukuha ng knowledge of discipline? Wala naman. Kaya yung character ng ating mga graduates are surely compromised. Kaya if you see this kind of behaviors in our society of people, that is just as expected. So ito, sabi ko nga, kung magkakaroon tayo ng discipline sa educational system na mag-i-improve even the educational learning process. Kaya nga itong libro natin ito, I hope this could remedy the situation. If this become parts of the learning books of the students, malaki may tutulong niya. Pangatong napakalaking problema pa rin ng ating bansa is yung health. No? Napakalaki ng budget ng ating bansa dito sa health na ito. Subalit ang nangyayari ngayon, despite ang napakalaking budget napakarami pa rin ang may sakit. In fact, sa National Kidney Institute, maangal na sila ngayon sa dami ng mga taong may sakit ng kidney, tumataas yung kidney problem. Tumataas yung kanilang mga cases. Babata pa nga, nagkakaroon na. So dito, nagpapakita lang kasi itong health problems natin is a problem of personal discipline ito. Individual ng mga Pilipino na wala rin naman. Kasi hindi nga rin nila alam. Pangalawa, yung organizational discipline, the part of healthcare professional, healthcare organizations, dapat they are more of preventive approaches to health problems. Kung ma-reduce lang natin yung health cases sa ating bansa, napakalaking budget ang matitipid natin dyan. Na may lalagay natin probably sa education o to solve problems of poverty. Now, sabi ko nga dito sa health problems natin ito, maraming mga may sakit ngayon. Sabi ko nga dito, isa sa reason kung bakit mga may sakit tayo na hindi lang doon sa may problem ka sa personal discipline or organization, but mostly sa spiritual discipline. Kasi the Lord, in Romans 6:23, sinabi nga, for the wages of sin is death. Ang dami sa atin ngayon kasi nakalugod tayo sa kasalanan. O anong sabi ng Panginoon, for the wages of sin is death. And before we can have death, definitely magkakasakit ka muna. So marami ngayon na may sakit, spiritual ampos because of sin. But they do not know it. That's why there is a need for us to observe not just personal discipline, organization, and spiritual discipline. So dapat yung ipinupromote natin sa bansa para yung health natin ay mabawasan yung budget natin sa health, lumakas ang mga Pilipino, magiging malusog ang mga Pilipino. No? Ang number 4 na problem natin, sinasabi ko ng corruption. Ito yung napakalaking problema na halos hindi na nasusolve ever since. Marami na naging Pangulo, hindi nasolve ito. At hindi talaga ito masosolve. You know why? Because corruption is a spiritual problem. Bakit ko sinabing spiritual problem? Nakasulat na yan sa 2 Timothy 3:1-5. Ano sabi? But mark this, there will be terrible times in the last days. People will be lovers of themselves, lovers of money. So when you become lovers of money, when people become lovers of money, corruption follows. Kaya itong corruption na ito is more of a spiritual problem. And the solution therefore is spiritual as well. That's why through the words of God, through understanding this discipline thing of God, if we promote this and make this as a culture in our country, pati corruption na yan, masosolve natin. Health problem masosolve, educational problem masosolve na yan. Now, ang ikalima natin na problema na napakatindi sa panahon ginagawa, sabi ko yung governance. Ano ba itong governance? Sabi dito, ang governance is the process of making and enforcing or implementing decisions within an organization or society. So it's basically implementations of policies, programs ng organizations, whether private or government. So dito sa implementation, sabi nga natin, marami tayong mga batas na ginawa and everything. But the problem, good knows at that, no? But the problem is in implementation. Kasi ang problem sa implementation is basically is obedience, yung orderliness, yung discipline ng mga tao, both the implementer and the recipient of the enforcement. So, pag wala yung discipline yan talaga sa governance natin, talagang wala ka ma-expect na, na problem, na solusyon dyan. Kaya napakalaga na may palaganap natin itong discipline na ito, sa ating lipunan. Kaya nga itong libro ko na ito, na Discipline for Everyday, tsaka The Best Ways Out of Discipline, napakalaking tulong ito kung ito ay may babahagi natin, may tuturo natin, may isa natin sa government natin, at saka sa lahat ng mga institusyon sa bansa. And that way, matatabis natin yung culture of discipline, where people will have a common saying, a common doing, shared feeling, shared belief on discipline. Ang ika-anim na problema natin, na napakalaking yan, pinagkakagulman yan sa ating bansa, yun sa problems sa West Philippine Sea. Diba? West Philippine Sea na yan, ako, mahihirapan na talaga nga yan. Mahirap talagang solve na kahit sino yan. Pero sa totoo lang, saan ba nagsimula yung problem sa West Philippine Sea? Bakit ginaganyan tayo ng mga China na dati, hindi naman? Alam nyo, mayroong isang Japanese during World War II, ang sabi nga, ang Japanese General yata nagsabi, whoever controls Asia controls the world. And the best way you can control Asia is through the Philippines because of its strategic position. That's why even the Japanese tried to establish yung East Asia Prosperity Sphere dito sa Pilipinas. Dito nila ginawa yung pinaka-jumping board to occupy all other countries in its perimeter. Pero hindi sila nag-succeed nga. So in short, they know for a fact na maraming resources dito sa Pilipinas. In fact, gold of Yamashita was taken from here. No? So maraming resources dito from gold to oil and other minerals na rin sa Pilipinas. Kasi its strategic position, talagang siguradong maraming mag-aas pa na makuha itong bansa na ito directly or indirectly. Diba? In fact, hindi nga lang Chinese ibang bansa rin. Ibang taas we are subtly, indirectly. Now, the point is, why is the West Philippine Sea, the Chinese are improving into our present territory now? In fact, if they can claim a certain portion of island in the West Philippine Sea to be theirs, what would stop them from claiming the Philippines, the entire Philippine island, as theirs also? Now, ang sabi ko nga dito, alam nyo, ang isang lupa, pagka magandang lupa yan, walang bakod, siguradong pupuntahan ng squatter yan. Itong Pilipinas, nakita siguro ng mga ibang foreign nation, like the Chinese people, kaya sila pumapasok na. Sila, yung governance natin, mahina. Yung corruption, malakas. Diba? Yung health ng tao, mahihina. Yung education, mahihina rin. Yung poverty, malala. So, anong gagawin mo? That is an opportunity for you to do something, to take it. Whatever you can take. To rob that place. Diba? To steal its resources, etc., etc. Kaya hindi natin masisisi ang mga bansa na yan, na China, to attack us. Kasi may opportunity. Pinabayaan natin. Subukan mong improve mo yung governance mo. Subukan mong improve yung corruption, mawala yan. Subukan mong yung health ng mga Pilipino malalakas, healthy, etc., etc. Yung education, superior. Yung poverty, wala. Abay, magbabagong perception yan sa atin. Hindi tayo basta-bastahin yan. But that can never happen unless and until we have disciplined our people. We have established a culture of discipline in this country. So I hope that through these videos of mine, even the government and our citizenry will be able to realize the need for discipline, knowledge of discipline, and its application in our present times. Now, hindi naman yung magiging mahirap yan kasi meron tayong libro. You can download it in my ebooks, my website, You can also secure copies of this. We are looking for distributors of this book all over the Philippines so that the Filipinos will be aware of, no, and knowledgeable about. In which case, it all starts from knowledge. Sabi ko nga, the worst problem of discipline is not the lack of it. It's simply the ignorance of it. Do not expect us to have discipline without first knowing it. No? So practically, all of us now are victims of the wrong concept of discipline. So dito, dinidiscuss natin discipline sa libro na to. It's all about Christ-inspired discipline. Discipline that no less than Jesus Christ wants us to observe in His chosen nation in the Far East. So I hope we have learned something for today. I just hope we will share this for everybody to know. And I suggest that if you can take copies of my book, just download it in the ebook. Okay, thank you.